This shrimp stir-fry with ginger and green onions is light, fresh, and full of simple flavor. It's so good you just can't stop eating it. That's the magic. The ginger adds a fresh crunch, the green onions a sweet bite, and together they highlight the natural sweetness of the shrimp without any heavy sauce. Let's start cooking. Start by slicing the ginger into thin strips. This dish is all about ginger, green onions, and shrimp, so feel free to adjust to your taste. Up to about 60 grams of ginger works well. Any more than that can become a bit overpowering. We're using 4 stalks of green onion. Just angle your knife slightly and start slicing to get those nice diagonal cuts. Next, let's make our sauce. In this bowl, add 1 teaspoon of water, half a tablespoon of soy sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon, an 1/8 teaspoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of cornstarch. Stir until the cornstarch is fully incorporated. Once done, set it aside and start working on the shrimp. I have 250 grams of shrimp here. They're cleaned and just need to be patted dry. And now, crack an egg into the bowl. The shrimp also needs some seasoning, so add half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and same amount for white pepper. And now, let's mix it to combine. Let's start with the first 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and give it a good mix until fully incorporated. Now add the remaining 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and sprinkle them evenly on top. Once that's done, the shrimp are ready to fry. Heat the oil until it's hot. I like to use a chopstick to check the temperature. When you see small bubbles forming around the chopstick, you know the oil is ready for frying. Place the shrimp into the oil one at a time and be careful not to overcrowd the pot. Shrimp cook very quickly, so fry them in 2 batches if needed. Once the shrimp are in the oil, don't touch them until a firm crust forms on the bottom, which should take about 10 to 20 seconds. Be gentle with the first stir so you don't knock off the cornstarch coating. I flip them over one at a time. Altogether, the shrimp should take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. Once the shrimp are cooked, remove them and transfer them to a strainer like this to drain off the excess oil. Next, heat up the frying pan with some cooking oil. Then add in about 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Give it a quick stir for about 10 seconds. Then add the ginger and stir it for about 20 seconds to release the aroma. Now it's time to add the shrimp and turn the heat down to low before adding the sauce. This helps prevent the cornstarch from clumping in the sauce. Now add the sauce and stir everything together right away. If you enjoyed this recipe, give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Next, add in the chopped green onions, give it a quick stir, and it's ready to serve. This dish is light, savory, and aromatic, with the natural sweetness of shrimp enhanced by ginger and green onions. The sauce is simple but flavorful, bringing everything together with a clean, fresh finish. Enjoy, and see you in the next video.